Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Elk Calls here with Eli Takalo. Made your first appearance as an Elk last night, but it's been a long journey to getting here out of Knappa, Oregon, a small town in Astoria. Tell me what it was like growing up there.
In my opinion, Knappa's always been the greatest place in the world to me. I have a great family back home, a lot of good friends that are going to be lifelong friends, and I just value all my experiences there.
And just the small town vibe, just how was that, being able to know everyone in your school, know everyone in your town, and just that whole experience getting to know everybody?
Well, yeah, like you said, I mean, I knew everybody in the town growing up, and I really appreciate that. And it just gives you a community to fall back on when things aren't going good, and a tight-knit community to cheer you on when they are going good.
Well, even though you were from a small town, you made statewide noise your freshman year when you beat Reedsport, that 7-run seventh inning. You came in for your brother Dale. First and foremost, how was the conversation after the game with the family and that?
I mean, we were just overjoyed. It was probably one of the most exciting games I've been a part of. Actually, I mean, it has to be. There's been no other game comparable. And as a freshman, it was, kind of a nerve-wracking situation. I hadn't played any games that big. So we were just really grateful to get the win and move on, get another one next year.
And just how has your relationship with Dale been since? I mean, I know now you've come back at Lewis and Clark State now, have been reunited after a long journey there. We'll get there in a second, but just how has it been your whole life, just being able to look up to him and kind of value him in your life?
Yeah, me and Dale have always been really close, and I appreciate him being in my life. He's always been somebody I can look to because he always does things the right way and is the type of person that I want to be. So he's always been a really good role model for me.
Well, you two aren't just good on the athletic field. You're also in the classroom. You were both high school valedictorians. You were valedictorian at Mount Hood Community College. Dale's gotten several academic recognitions. How much pride do you take in that, and how do you continue to stay so consistent in school while doing all these other incredible things on the athletic scene?
I mean, we just always set out some time to study and try to do our best in the classroom, and because you have to understand that there is going to be life after baseball, and getting an education is important.
Absolutely, 100%, and takes you a long way. And so just going back to your freshman year, you followed that up going back-to-back. How difficult was that run to make sure you did it twice?
Yeah, it was kind of a different scene the second year because we were, of course, the favorites to win it again, and it was more like almost like a relief when we won it instead of just being overjoyed. So it was kind of an interesting twist to it.
Absolutely. And then after that, well, we all know what happened, the COVID shutdown and all of that. You ended up, spending some time starting an apple tree farm. How was that whole experience, and just what drove you to do that?
I don't know. We just had a little spot on our farm that there wasn't much going on, a pretty little hillside, and I've always kind of just had a interest in watching things grow, and I don't know, I just spur of the moment kind of deal started growing apple trees.
So we got to check in since the pandemic. How have they done? How have they grown?
So they've been doing really well. This year has been a really good growth year for them because this was the first year that the deer and elk really didn't hit them hard, and so this will be the first year that we actually have apples on them.
Absolutely. I'm hoping they'll be tasty. Think so?
Oh, I imagine the homegrown apples on the family farm.
You got any different types of apples?
Yeah, we have all sorts. Chehalis, some baking apples, kings. There's too many to name. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
Awesome. And then you started your collegiate career at Mount Hood Community College, just finished up there. How was your time there and just getting the start into collegiate ball?
Yeah, I'm thankful for my time at Hood. It really made me grow as a baseball player and as a person. We had great role models. Brian Donahue, he was somebody you could always look up to. And then Danny Sales stepped in for my second year, and he has helped my pitching tremendously. I mean, I can't thank him enough for that.
And then after a year in 2021 with Cal, it's now you're reunited with Sales. How has your relationship grown together, and just how is it being back here with him reunited in Bend?
It's almost just a relief to have him back in the bullpen with me because, I mean, every time I feel like I'm off or something, he just has a quick fix that I feel confident with and usually gets the job done.
And how are you excited just to be back this summer in the West Coast League, to be able to experience Bend and, continue to develop and grow with Sales?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Bend has been a great town so far, and it's just so beautiful. I can't be happy enough for that. And I think we got a great squad of guys and a great coaching staff to go along with it. I'm really excited for the rest of the summer.
Well, we're excited for you, the small town kid. I can feel the same as well from Philomath, Oregon. Two small town kids here trying to make it happen in Bend. Eli Takalo, thank you so much for taking the time. That's going to do it for this wonderful edition of Elk Calls. We'll see you all tonight at 6:35, first pitch against the Port Angeles Lefties.